I'm gonna start practicing with normal people. I improve my speaking skill, my listening skill with normal people. When you're practicing with scripts, you will improve your speaking skill really fast. Once you say the one line without making a mistake correctly, you can move on to the second line and third line. Bring your scripts with you and practice with them. Okay, let's talk about the grammar.
When I walk into an elevator and then it stops for some
I might go there, yeah, I might go there.
Maybe you should give me grinds, Connell.
Grind.
So yeah, grinds.
How can you make associations? Pillow, okay? Remote.
Ross.
Okay, good morning guys, what's up? Now today is a very important day for me. I am so excited for this day because I'm gonna start practicing with normal people. Recently, I've been experimenting with normal people. I've been practicing with normal people. I improve my speaking skill, my listening skill with normal people. I learn new words, new Irish expressions and new Irish words with normal people. As of today, I'm gonna start practicing with normal people, and I'm gonna share every single thing that I learned from normal people with you guys. I'm gonna share some of the Irish expressions and words with you guys, and other than that, we're gonna talk about again grammar. We're gonna talk about again listening skill, how to improve listening skill, speaking skill. We're gonna talk about all this stuff. We're gonna spend the entire day practicing English, okay guys? The key part of practicing with script is to be able to say the lines without looking at the text. That is our ultimate goal. For instance,
how's it going, Rachel? Talking tactics there for the big game.
How is it going, Rachel? Talking tactics for the game. How is it going, Rachel? Talking tactics for the game. Once you say the one line without making a mistake correctly, you can move on to the second line and third line. You can move on to the next line, okay?
It's a simple game. You have 15 players, give one of them the ball, get it into the net.
It's a simple game. You have 15 players, give one of them the ball and get it into the net. Into. Let's talk about into. Let's talk about the grammar. You can always ask me, how do you improve your grammar? How do you reduce your grammar mistakes? Which I made a video about this. Guys, when I say into, how do I say where to say into or where to say in or something? I don't know that. When I was practicing with Kennedy, people scare me. When I walk into an elevator, then it stops for someone.
When I walk into an elevator and then it stops for someone.
Kennedy was saying that I walk into an elevator. Kennedy says into. I say into. That's it. I don't know if I should say in or into. I just say it because Kennedy says. I just say it because in this part, this character says get into the net.
I might go there. Or I might just head home. It's not really your business what I do, is it?
I might go there, yeah, I might go there, or I might just head home. It's not really your business what I do. It's not really your business what I do, is it? There's just another important part that you need to pay extra attention while you're practicing. Head home. Guys, I want to talk about this head home and go home in our daily life, in our daily conversation. Instead of saying go somewhere, you can always say head somewhere. I'm heading home. I'm heading to the airport. Where are you heading? You can say head, you can say go. It doesn't matter. You can use them both, okay?
A plane to catch.
Oh, where are you headed?
Philadelphia.
Philly? That's where we're headed.
Hi, Maria was telling me that you got your mock results back today. Guys, I want to talk about a few words. One of them is the mock. I didn't know the meaning of mock up until today. I learned the meaning of mock with normal people.
Marianne was telling me you got your mock results back today.
Just English. They come back separately.
I hear you did very well.
He did.
And how was school?
Okay. Got some results back. Knocks.
Mock means that, let's say you're in high school or you were in high school and you have to get ready for this big exam, let's say university exam, okay? You're gonna have to take the SAT in order to get into the university that you want to go to. You basically get ready for the university exam, okay? And do you remember what we were doing? We were getting these fake exams so that we can see and test ourselves and see if we are ready for the real exam, this big exam. So those fake exams that you take before the real exam are called
Mocks.
Well, you're not top of the class in English.
Maybe you should give me grinds, Connell.
You're not top of the class in English. Well, maybe you should give me grinds, Connell. Maybe you should give me grinds, Connell. Guys, even Daisy, who portrays the character Marianne, didn't know the meaning of maybe you should give me grinds, Connell. Grinds.
So yeah, grinds. I didn't know what grinds was for a while. I had to Google that, but yeah, Paul was quite helpful at like filling me in and
That's
stuff.
so funny then. That means like when you first read the scene.
Oh yeah, I had no idea what grinds was.
Maybe
I
I
just
should
made
give
it
you
up.
grinds, Carla.
The reason why she didn't even know the meaning of grinds is because grinds is an Irish expression. Irish word. For instance, guys, you want to learn English, right? You want to improve your speaking skill, you want to learn English. And you can say, Arsen, can you give me a private lesson in English? Can you teach me English? Or you can say, can you give me grinds? Can you give me English grinds? If you say that, Arsen, can you give me grinds? That means, Arsen, can you give me a private lesson in English? When it comes to learning language, you need to connect the dots. Connect the dots. What I mean by connect the dots is, for instance, today I started practicing with normal people. The other thing is, every day when I take a walk or when I go somewhere, basically when I spend time outside, outdoor time, I always listen to something that is related to the thing that I do that day. For instance, I watch normal people, right? I directly, download the BBC radio, BBC podcast and search for the podcast where the characters of normal people, actors of normal people, are the guests of some kind of podcast. When I listen to a podcast where they talk about normal people and their characters, I basically expose myself to their accents more and more. Irish accents, British accents. I have a knowledge about the conversation that they are talking about because I watch normal people, I practice with normal people. So technically, I know what they're talking about. So I get familiar with their accents. That's the one thing. I know the story. And that motivates me more and more to study and practice with normal people. And with the TV show. For instance, I go on YouTube, I started watching talk shows. I listen to the talk shows where Daisy is the guest. And then I binge watch their interviews, their talk shows when I take a walk. Or sometimes I download the scripts of those talk shows and I started practice with them. I look up the news and reviews of normal people about the TV show and the book. So by doing this, basically I connect everything. I look up the news. I watch the talk shows, I watch the interviews, I listen to podcasts, and I watch the TV show, I read the book. So I combine all the things that are related to normal people, that are related to my recent studies. By doing that, basically, I motivate myself and I immerse myself in the culture. I get more and more familiar with the accent, with the words that they are using, with the topics that they are talking about, and that is a great way of learning English. I'm going to one of my favorite spots in Istanbul, and while I'm on the way, I'm going to listen to something in English. So when you're watching a movie or something or TV show, you can also, you might also want to listen to something that is related to what you've been doing that day, what you're doing that day. Recently, I've been watching Normal People and reading the book of Normal People. So naturally, I want to watch everything and listen to everything that is related to normal people on YouTube or in podcasts. Honestly, it's been so long that I haven't listened to something in British accent, so that is a good way for me to expose myself to British accents. Okay, guys, now I listened to Normal People all the way here when I was on the subway. Like, I listened to Normal People podcast again and again. And now I'm in the park. I'm sitting in the park. I'm gonna practice with the scripts. I bring my scripts with me. So what I recommend to you, wherever you go, bring your scripts with you and practice with them. Okay, so how can you practice with scripts when you're in the park? For instance, you can pretend to speak to someone on the phone. You can put your headphones on, and you can practice with scripts as if you're talking to someone on the phone. The other issue that I want to talk about in this video is translation. I recommend you not to learn English or not any kind of language with making translation. Our goal is to not think in our first language when we want to speak English, when we want to speak any kind of language, okay? We want to get rid of the process of thinking in our first language, right? For instance, I always wanted to get rid of this problem, thinking in my first language, Turkish. So in order to avoid this problem, you shouldn't learn English by making translation. The reason why is because when you try to learn English by making translation, technically you'll be translating things from your first language to English, and you will always be thinking in your first language, and that is a problem, because in order to avoid this problem, you shouldn't make translation. Okay, I'm having people over Friday after the match. Come celebrate or drown your sorrows, whatever.
I'm having people over Friday after the match. Come celebrate or drown your sorrows. Whatever.
I'm having people over Friday. Come celebrate or drown your sorrow, whatever. So I'm having people over Fridays after the match. Come celebrate or drown your sorrows, whatever. So this is exactly how I practice. Right now, of course, I have a microphone, so I don't look like a crazy person. But when you do that, you can have a headphone on, so that you don't seem like a crazy person talking to yourself.
You strip off in the toilets to dry yourself again?
Not this time, no. Why? Would you like an invitation next time?
No, not this time. No. Why? Would you like an invitation next time?
Could you not have drawn the curtains, Marianne?
It's literally only just getting dark.
You've got the heating on full and the curtains wide open.
Could you not have drawn the curtains, Marianne? It's literally just only getting dark. You got the heating on full and curtains wide open. You got the heating on full and curtains wide open. Curtains wide open. What I want to tell you guys, the reason why I wanted to film this section of the video is because when you're practicing with scripts, you will improve your speaking skill really fast, and you will learn words really fast. The reason why is because when you're practicing with the script, you make associations. How can you make associations? You can make associations by many things. Music, backgrounds, color, emotion, many things are helping you make associations. What I mean by association is, for instance, guys, pillow, okay? Do you know, the minute I hold this pillow, what comes to my mind is...
She already fluffed that pillow. Monica, you already fluffed, but it's fine.
I remember this thing from Friends where Monica says, Phoebe says, Monica, you've already fluffed this pillow. You've already fluffed that pillow. She's already fluffed that pillow. But it's fine. The minute I see the pillow and I have to fluff the pillow, I remember this thing directly. Or for instance, remote.
Ross, your little creature's got the remote again.
Marcel, give Rossi the remote.
What comes to my mind when I say remote? When I say remote, when I use the remote, when I see the remote, or I directly remember, Monica, Ross, she's got the remote again. This is our couch, okay? And the minute I say couch, I remember this thing. Monica says, are you gonna crash on the couch?
You wanna crash on the couch?
No, I gotta go home sometime.
When you practice with the movies and TV shows, you put yourself in the, in your mind, in your head. You kind of like put yourself in the situation. Now, let's say power is gone, okay? The minute I'm in a situation like this, I remember a scene from Friends where the whole New York City is blacked out.
This is so cool, you guys. The entire city is blacked out.
It's you guys, all guys. Rachel says the whole New York City is blacked out. And all of a sudden I remember Chandler was stuck in ATM vestibule with Joel Greger. Stuck in ATM vestibule. This is where I learned the meaning of stuck.
In an ATM vestibule with Jill Ludiger.
Looters. Again, Monica.
Eligible looters?
Just because it's dark, the power is gone. So it's so important to make association between words. When you're building vocabulary and when you're improving your speaking skill, it's so important to build a web. And this is what I do. I build a web by practicing with the script. So I make association between words and situations and stories, okay? And every single line, every single word reminds me of some other things.
I grew up in Utah, as probably everybody knows if you know me.
I grew up in Utah, as probably everybody knows if you know me, as probably everybody knows if you know me.
Utah just has the most beautiful fall, and this time last year,
that wasn't another day and week of me practicing, you know, with TV shows, with movies. And we keep doing that. We never stop because there's always room to grow. As a non-native speaker, I always know that I can improve myself. I can reduce my mistakes. I can improve my speaking skill. I can learn new words. I can incorporate new words into my speech, you know. I can diversify my speech, and there's always room for me to improve and, you know, enhance myself. Or yeah, so we'll keep doing that. I will never stop. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Okay.